Got the AM Superhet receiver done, but no joy. I'm back once more. It's about 2:45 now in the afternoon. I got my little jumpers in for the grounding for the 10 nanofarad ground right there. It connects to the end of that one and goes over here to the ground. Soldered in there. The 18K gets its power from this red wire here connected to the pin here, which connects to the positive, and that's where it comes in right there. So all that is all that's done, and next thing I need to work on is, I think I need this bias supply has to run over here to this 10 nanofarad in pin 4 of the second IF. So I think maybe we'll get that in next. It runs into the what do you call it over here. Now there is one thing I do not have in, and I thought I did because I misspoke when I said something about this. That's this 150 nanofarad capacitor here going to ground and to the AGC and to the antenna. I was mistakenly saying that this one was that one, or that one was this one, whatever. But I haven't actually got that one in yet. So I need to get that in, and that's going to connect to a line here, which goes over here to that 10K supply, which I can tie that in anywhere in that line, all the way along through there. It doesn't really matter. But that's all that does, is goes through for that. So that should be done. Also, if I haven't mentioned this one more time, I think I need to do that. I'm going to do this next. Put this one in here so I know it's in there, and then I can check my plus voltage, put my meter on the VBAT right here. Oops. VBAT right here. And go through and check each one of the, I think each one of the pin 1s of the pin 1, I think that is pin 1, whatever pin this is in this top corner. Because every one of them connect here, that connects there, and then there's that line here going around to here, same thing here. So those are the ones that has to be connected. Also, that goes from here down here. I've already got this in, I know this is in. So that goes down to there, give that power. So all these points here should have continuity if I hook up my meter back up here at the top, like I said I was going to. So if they don't, then that means a wire hasn't been added, and I think this is the only one I haven't added. I think the rest of them are in. So let me get busy with that and come back and show you what happened. Alright, I am back again. It's about 5 minutes after 3. I have the last of the jumpers, the power jumpers I should say, in. That's this one here, runs from the power basically here. And this is the other one I just put in for the 18K. Goes over to this can here, and I'll show you on the bottom. It joins in right here, and that takes it over to the other can here, the first IF or oscillator coil, whatever you want to call it. And I have checked all these. I have my wire sticking out of the positive. Went around with my ohm meter and checked all the connections. All of them are there, and that part of it is secure or done. And I do have one more power. It's not actually a power to put in. It is power, but it's the bias power, and that goes here. So basically it runs over to the bias line there. I can take that from anywhere. I've got it showing it from there, but I just need to run a line over to here to the second IF pin 4 and this 10 nanofarad. So that's all I got to do there. I'll do that, and I'll take it off of here if I can get it off of there. I don't know exactly how that ran down there. I forget now. It's been a while since I worked on that. But I'll get that in, and that just leaves then, I think, the AGC line and the antenna lines coming in. I believe that's it. I believe that's all there is to it. If I come up with something else, I'll tell you. But now this one here, this is the AGC, I think, also. And I'm not really sure how that runs. I think it runs over, yeah, it runs the AGC over here to there. That's the AGC, okay. Alright, that was just, it's hard to tell on a black and white printer, you know, what shade of gray it is. But anyway, that should be good. Alright, let me get at it and do something, even if it's wrong. Alright, back with you again. It's about 3:45. It's taking me a while to get some of these things done. What we're looking at here now is the AGC line. The white line here runs from here to here. Now this is the 100, and then I'll show you on the other side. That's the 150 nanofarad capacitor. It just goes to ground is all it does. I had to reroute that a little bit so that I avoided that ground. I wanted to, this is the hot end, I guess is what you put it. But the ground connects, if you can move that out of the way, right there for the capacitor. That's the ground. And this is the connection, goes to the first IF and goes to the 10K resistor and the 33 microfarad cap. So I'll show you that. Basically, that's this one here. This is the 150 nanofarad going to ground. This end goes to AGC and it goes out to the antenna. I haven't put that on yet. That'll be the last thing. It goes over here, right to this line that runs from the 10K down to the 33, over to the first IF. Right there, that's the one we put on a while ago, and I just tied it into that. That's all I did, and that's that. And I'm going to show you on the what do you call it as well. It's a little harder to see because they're only using tags on this, but here's our first IF. There's our pin right there, and that's the AGC. And if we look over here, here's our 150 nanofarad going to ground, and an antenna will come in there too, and that's AGC. So these two tie points tie together, we've got that, and they all both tie to this point over here, which is the 33 microfarad to ground, and the 10K going to this network up here. So that ties all of the AGC together, and that is good. Now I think the only thing, and I have this bias in here, I've did that. I think that's it except for the antenna, I believe. I'm going to double check all my connections and everything, but I believe that's all. If I run into something I missed, I'll bring you back. But now stay tuned. We'll get this done yet. All right, back once more. It is about 3:50 in the afternoon. I'm going over the things I just checked, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All the items that I have checked off have been accounted for on the diagram and on the board itself. So everything is that's listed here is connected as it should be. So basically this is done right now. And I said it's done. I haven't done the antenna, but other than that, it's done. So the last thing I got to do again is the antenna, and I think I may go ahead and test this first because it should actually, there should be some noise. I won't say it'll be any stations received, but there should be some noise coming out of it, and I may just test it without the antenna just to see. And then again, I may just go ahead and look it up. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll check it out, and be back here in a minute and see what I decide to do. Alright, YouTube, it's about 5 now in the evening or afternoon. Late afternoon, I guess. I have the signal tracer hooked up to the output of the AM Superhet receiver. I have it fed by 3 volts right here, and I have the signal generator hooked to it as well, trying to get it to 1390. That's our local station. That's about 1390 right there. So if I tune it a little bit, I haven't got my knob. I don't know where my knob went. That's about as close as I can get it right there. But my point is, that should pick up the radio station here in town, I would think. There. Let me take this off and see what happens when we turn that off, if anything. Not a lot. I can almost make out something in there, but I can't hear it. So my deal is, I don't think it's actually picking up the radio station though. I've got everything kind of clipply together, so there's a lot of static right there, and I'm not really sure where that's coming from. But I don't really think there's anything on the bench that's causing it, because it's just in certain spots that I pick it up. See, it's almost perfectly clear there. Clear there. I'm not actually getting noises, you know. I think part of that's my connections here. And I don't know for certain that I even have the thing hooked up right. I think it is. So anyway, that's as far as I'm going to get with it today. It is kind of working in a way. I mean, it does pick up the signal generator. I've tried it in two or three different spots around the band, and it picks up in several different spots. I mean, you know, that's part of it's working. And I was using this AM loop antenna, just laying against that. That's what I was doing. So it does appear to be working as far as that goes. So I guess we're going to call that a partial success, I guess, is what you call it. So I may come back in here this evening when the skip's running, See if I can pick up anything then. Alright, that sounded to me. That will do me for now. You guys have a pleasant evening. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.